Hello everyone, this is Husker Eurocat welcoming you back to the San Francisco franchise here on Madden Football. After a disappointing loss to the Panthers last week, the 49ers need a win this week to stay alive in the playoff race as they face the Seattle Seahawks in a showdown at CenturyLink Field. It's serious crunch time now for San Francisco. With only a one-game advantage, the 49ers must win today or lose out on the playoffs altogether this season. If they lose, remember that the Seahawks won the first meeting, and if they win again, would lead the NFC West by virtue of the head-to-head record. The Falcons have wrapped up the first wildcard spot, and the Saints, with a win, could very well take that second wildcard spot. So it's most likely win, and with it the NFC West crown, or go home and watch the playoffs on TV. Now that both teams are ready for the first half, let's get ready for some football as the 49ers take on the Seahawks on the Football Freaks Sports Network. The 49ers start out the ball game with the ball at the 25-yard line. Garoppolo with a quick throw over the middle to O'Leary, and he has the first down. And another throw, but Garoppolo is sacked this time. 2-yard loss, and the Seahawk D-line seems to be getting some pressure, and that one is complete to Butler across the middle. On 2nd and 12, the pass is intercepted by Brad McDougald, and he takes it back outside their 45-yard line, and the booth wants to take a second look at this. They're not sure whether this one hit the ground or not. You see that it was intended for Jeff Janis, knocked away by Cam Chancellor. And Brad McDougald caught it on the bounce off of Chancellor, but it doesn't look like it hit the ground. What are the officials going to say? They've discussed it in the replay booth, and they come back, and the answer is the play stands. So it is Seahawk football, and Wilson out of shotgun throws, and it's incomplete, knocked away by Kella Witherspoon. Wilson again, hands off to Rawls, and he is caught in the backfield, dropped by Reuben Foster. Wilson passes across the middle to Baldwin, and he has the first down. 2nd and 10, Rawls takes it up the middle and weaves his way for a 6-yard gain. 3rd and 4, Wilson takes it himself and does not make it to the sticks. And they're going to try a long field goal, 50-yarder in the rain, and it is good right down the center. That gives Seattle the lead, 3-0. Garoppolo gives to McKinnon, and he's off the right side over the 30-yard line for a 6-yard gain. Again, McKinnon gets the ball, and he's out in the open. The 30, 20, 10, and he is going to score. Touchdown 49ers. Perfect edge blocking by Kenny Bell. That frees up Jerick McKinnon all the way to the end zone, completely untouched. The only one that came close to tackling him was the referee. That makes it 7-3 San Francisco. It's back in the hands of the Seahawks. Out of the shotgun, Wilson throws, and it is incomplete. And Wilson is down. Holding his shoulder. That could spell trouble for the Seahawks. Meanwhile, Garoppolo throws, and that one is complete across the middle. Jordan with the grab, and now O'Leary gets the ball over the right side, and he scores a first down. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with your score 7-3 San Francisco, and we're having some technical difficulties. Must be that lightning in the air. You can tell this is Madden football because it would have been called already if it was a real game. Garoppolo throws downfield and Butler makes the catch inside the 5. First and goal, 49ers. Garoppolo backpedaling, taking his time and completing it to Kenny Bell. Touchdown, 49ers. Garoppolo showing a lot of patience and paying the price for his patience and gets it into the end zone to Kenny Bell, where his celebration is a drop kick. I don't think I've ever seen that before. 14-3 is your score. The 49ers are on top, and after a Seattle 3-and-out, McKinnon takes it up the hash marks and has a 9-yard pickup. 2nd and inches now, and the throw goes deep, and it's caught. Lester Jordan with the catch. McDougald bobbles the interception, and Lester Jordan catches it at the 5-yard line. Oh my goodness, this one could get out of hand fast. McKinnon is tackled in the backfield, so on 3rd and goal, the pass goes into the end zone and incomplete. Lester Jordan drops it. So that brings on Robbie Gould, and his kick is up and good. 17-3. The 49ers seem to be pulling away in this one. With Russell Wilson, you never know. Oh, and Eric Armstead gets the sack. 2nd and 16. And Baldwin is injured on that pass completion. His elbow giving him trouble, walking off the field. Wilson again to McAvoy, and it is complete for a first down. Wilson gets sacked again. Armstead getting to him for a 7-yard loss this time. Wilson throws it out to Paul Richardson, and he has it out past the 40-yard line. 3rd and 8. Wilson back to pass, completes it to Lockett, and he's inside 49er territory. 1:50 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Wilson again passes complete. Amara Darbo making the grab, and they are in the hurry-up offense. 2nd and 2. Wilson throws across the middle to Tyler Lockett, and he has the first down. Again from the shotgun, Wilson throws, and it's complete to McAvoy on the sideline, giving the Seahawks another first down from just inside the 14-yard line. Out of the shotgun again. McAvoy is sent in motion. Wilson throws, and it's complete to Paul Richardson, and he breaks the plane of the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashard Robinson doesn't handle that one very well, and Paul Richardson gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle, and that brings your score to 17-10. After a 49er 3-and-out, Thomas Rawls breaks through the middle of the pack. He's to the 20, the 10, waving his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Here on the replay, you see Thomas Rawls just power his way through the middle of the pack, beating out Jimmy Ward in the end and running the distance into the end zone. It's tied up 17 apiece now. Not quite what we expected. Garoppolo with 3 seconds left. He throws a deep one, and he has a man. Kenny Bell at the 25-yard line can't get out of the grasp of Jeremy Lane. And the half ends 17-17. And with that, let's go to Eurocat, baby, for a halftime report.
The first half only saw one minor injury, and that was wide receiver Doug Baldwin that aggravated a case of elbow bursitis. The doctors on the Seattle bench told me that he'll be ready to go in the second half. I did, however, catch up with both coaches. And Coach Shanahan was visibly disappointed that his 49ers blew that 14-point lead before halftime. He said that what they have to concentrate on in the second half is shutting down the running game of the Seahawks and let them take their chances with the pass. That also means getting some pressure on Russell Wilson, or else he'll be able to sit in the pocket and pick apart the 49ers secondary. Coach Carroll said that his team just needs to continue to focus on the run, since that is what is working best for them. In order to do that, he said, the O-line has to maintain their blocks to give the running backs space to operate in. He said he would like to see them maintain the passing game the way that it is, but it's secondary to the run performance.
Thank you for that report, and not sure that Pete Carroll saw that passing frenzy that the Seahawks went into at the end of the first half. But yes, I do agree the running game has to click as well. Let's see how they do here in the second half. The 49ers had almost 100 yards more than the Seahawks, but they sure caught up in a hurry. Now Wilson from the 25 hits Baldwin, and he is hit hard and fumbles the football. Jimmy Ward has it back inside the 35. Malcolm Smith delivered that hit and jarred the football loose. Jimmy Ward reached down after a bit of fumbling and stumbling, reached down and grabbed it, and is inside the 35, giving the 49ers excellent field position at the 32. Garoppolo backpedals to his left, hits Kenny Bell, and he has an 8-yard gain. 3rd and 2, Garoppolo throws, and K.J. Wright interferes with Kenny Bell, and that is going to cost Seattle. First down for the 49ers inside the 20, and Jerick McKinnon is caught in the backfield. Garoppolo throws and just barely gets rid of that hit as he throws. So that brings on Robbie Gould, and he hits a 38-yard field goal. The score is now 20-17. The 49ers have retaken the lead. Wilson gives off to Rawls, and he's up the hash mark past the 30-yard line. Now 3rd. The pass out to Lockett is complete at the 41-yard line. Seattle seems to be on the move. Wilson calls his own number and slides down just before midfield. 3rd and 6 out of the shotgun. He throws and completes that one to Paul Richardson inside 49er territory. On 2nd down, he has to throw that before he's ready, and Jimmy Ward is there for the interception. Takes it back outside the 40-yard line. And taking a look at that on the replay, he just jumped in front of Tyler Lockett. And just that fast, the ball is going the other way. On the counter play, the ball's given to McKinnon. He heads up the hash mark for a 4-yard gain. On 2nd down, the pass goes out to Jordan, and he has room inside the 30-yard line. First down at the 29. And Jerick McKinnon goes up the middle for a 7-yard gain. And again, is he tagged? Oh, K.J. Wright must have been a little upset with that defensive pass interference call, because he hit McKinnon so hard that his helmet flew off. But he's up and okay, and the 49ers have the ball, and his life is good. Garoppolo misses on 3rd and 6, so that brings on Robbie Gould, and he hits from 43 yards out. The kick is good, and the score is now 23-17. Now can Russell Wilson bring the Seahawks back? Back to pass, complete over the middle to Paul Richardson. 2nd and 5. Wilson is dumped in the backfield. That brings us to the end of the 3rd quarter. And the Seahawks find themselves trailing again, 23-17. Wilson out of the shotgun, throws, and he has Baldwin out there and cannot come down inbounds. That turns the ball over to the 49ers, and McKinnon pounds his way up the middle for a 7-yard gain. 2nd and 3, and McKinnon he fumbled the football. And the booth wants to review that fumble. They're not sure whether or not he actually was down first. And that view isn't showing me anything. Now we have another angle. McKinnon has the ball right there, and he loses it before he hits the ground, and Bobby Wagner jars that ball loose. So the answer, I'm afraid, is that the play stands. The Seahawks have the ball. Wilson back to pass. Completes it to Graham inside 49er territory at the 40-yard line. Wilson is sacked. He's having a hard time avoiding that 49er rush. Throws, and it's Jimmy Ward once again picks it off. Not sure where Tyler Lockett was going on the play, but that was just a wonderful-looking interception. Ward jumping up before the ball could reach its destination, and that ball is going back the other way. So from their own 31-yard line, Garoppolo hands it off to McKinnon. He gets outside the numbers, and he's to the 39 for an 8-yard gain. Takes it to the left this time and is out of bounds just past midfield and inside Seattle territory. Floyd makes the catch over the middle for first down. Now at the 34, Garoppolo on a play-action pass hits O'Leary inside the 25 for a first down. This time the pass goes to Bryce Butler inside the 15, down just before the marker, and Juszczyk cannot get there. That brings out Robbie Gould for a 30-yard field goal, and it's up and good. The score is now 26-17. The 49ers finally have another 2-score lead. Wilson throws out to Lockett, complete at the 30-yard line. Wilson again, and Prince Amukamara picks that one off. He jumped that route, and it's inside the 20. Russell Wilson is down, injuring his hip on the play, and is hobbling off the field. That could spell certain doom for the Seahawks. And you see there Prince Amukamara undercutting that route, just anticipating where the ball was going to be and making the play. McKinnon takes it up the hash mark and inside the 15-yard line. Now he takes it around the left side, has big yardage inside the 5 to the 4. And now on an off-tackle run to the right, he's in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. San Francisco is now taking control of this football game. Seattle's defensive line is just being overpowered at this point. The 49ers take a commanding 33-17 lead. And with a minute 42 seconds left, Kurt Benkert is the quarterback, so we haven't heard anything on Russell Wilson yet, but it can't be good. Seattle in the hurry-up now. Benkert gets caught in the backfield and sacked. DeForest Buckner getting in on the party as the 49ers are taking control of both sides of the line of scrimmage. Benkert throws complete to Tyler Lockett over the middle. And now on third down, can they convert? out of the shotgun with Rawls at his side. Ben Kirk throws over the middle, and it's broken up by Seymour. And now on 4th and 7. The pass goes long, and it is incomplete, knocked away. And all Jimmy Garoppolo has to do is come out and take a knee, and this ball game is over. 33-17, the Seahawks get beat in their own house. That means the Niners have won the NFC West and are going to the playoffs. A ball-controlled second half with the running game and an outstanding defensive stand led to the Seahawks being shut out here in the second half. 4 turnovers spelled doom for the Seahawks. Kyle Shanahan's game plan for the second half worked out because the Seahawks were held to just 8 yards on the ground. Jimmy G had a rough start with that pick deep in Seattle territory, but as you can see from his stats, he recovered nicely. He threw for a total 240 yards and had a completion percentage of 70. That's got to be a high completion percentage for him for a few games anyway. The running game helped out with that since he only had to put the ball in the air 20 times in this game. Now, speaking of the running game, without the aid of the other backs, Jerick McKinnon finally broke the century mark in this game. That 69-yard run around the left side didn't hurt, and it seemed to jumpstart his day. He did have 2 fumbles in the game, so the pigskin seemed a little slippery today. The one where he got tagged hard by KJ Wright and lost his helmet as well as the ball, I kind of understand. That was a vicious hit. But the other just seemed to slip out of his grasp. Other than holding on to the ball, he had an outstanding performance. Jimmy did a good job of spreading the ball around to his receiving crew today, and with the wet weather, because it rained the entire game, they only dropped the ball twice. What was really impressive was Jordan's catch after the ball bouncing out of the hands of McDougald. Now that was a catch. The offensive line only allowed 1 sack the entire game, and that was given up by the rookie Isaiah Wynn. Overall, they did a great job in the trenches. How about, though, that defense? Was that not a statement performance in the second half? Jimmy Ward takes home the MVP of the game award with 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. Tack on another pick by Prince Amukamara that came close to a pick 6, and you have that statement performance. Speaking of that play, Russell Wilson suffered a dislocated hip, and if they would have continued the season, would have missed the playoffs. Kind of ironic that during their first game with the 49ers, he suffered an abdominal tear that sidelined him for 6 weeks, so playing San Francisco this season wasn't a healthy proposition for him. He was sacked by the D 4 times in the game, and the front 7 had a hand in all 4. Nice to see the D-line get a couple of sacks since they have been sorely absent from the stat figures in recent weeks. That brings the regular season to a close, and it's playoff time. Starting with the AFC. In the North, the Bengals, with a 13-3 record, take home field advantage throughout the playoffs. In the South, the Titans, who lost to the 49ers in Week 9, take that division. The East winners are, well, you guessed it, the Patriots. But they only beat out the wild card Bills due to a better division record and only had a 9-7 record, so they didn't make it by much. And finally in the West, the Raiders beat out the Broncos by having a better record in common games. So a look at the AFC standings finds the Broncos followed by the Bills that round out the AFC playoff contenders. In the NFC, starting with the North, we have the Bears at 9-7. They're the winners of that division. The South has 3 teams making the postseason, with the Panthers leading the pack, followed by the Falcons and Saints taking both of the wild card spots. The Cowboys take the East with an 11-5 record, and finally with a 10-6 record, the 49ers take the West. So the NFC standings look like this, with Carolina having home field advantage and the Falcons and Saints rounding out the top 6 seeds. And here are your matchups for Wild Card Weekend. The Bills travel to play the Raiders. The Saints take on the 49ers in Levi Stadium. The Broncos, with a better record, travel to Foxborough to take on the Patriots, and the Falcons take on the Bears in Chicago. So, in order to advance, the 49ers have to take care of the Saints in a Saturday night matchup. Remember that in this franchise, Drew Brees has retired from the game, so the Saints, who have lost their last 2 games against the Falcons and Buccaneers, are led by veteran quarterback Mike Glennon. With him at the helm, the Saints have the number 25 offense in the league. Where they really excel, though, is in the pass defense. It's ranked number 6 in the league. With a strong front 7, it'll be hard to run the ball, and even stronger secondary means that it'll be even harder to pass the ball. San Francisco is definitely in for a tough one on Wild Card Weekend. For now, thank you for tuning in to our Week 17 coverage of the San Francisco 49er franchise on the Football Freaks Sports Network. Please keep in mind that if you enjoyed this video, leave a like so that others can enjoy it too. And make sure that you subscribe and click on the bell for notifications of upcoming videos as well. With a convincing win in Seattle, the 49ers have won the NFC West and a place in the playoffs this season. They put together a great game to finish out the regular season, but can they move the ball this next week against a very stingy pass defense in the New Orleans Saints? Can either Jerick McKinnon or Jimmy Garoppolo duplicate their performances, or will the 49ers go one and done in the playoffs? Be with us as the 49ers take on the Saints in a game in prime time. And we all remember the last time they played in prime time, they lost to the Panthers. So until I see you in Levi Stadium, for Eurocat Baby and the rest of the crew here, this is Husker Eurocat saying so long for now, and have a good day, everyone.